Hey guys, welcome to the clubhouse. I'm Billy Jackson. This is my cat tack, and today we have reached finally the number one on my top 10 horror list, Jaws. Now, before I get to the review, I want to definitely give a shout out to some honorable mentions that almost made the number one list, and The Thing almost was on my honorable mentions because it should have been number one, but I really wanted to review it, so that's why it made number two. But my honorable mentions are Hellraiser. Definitely loved that movie. The franchise kind of fell apart afterwards, but definitely in my top 10 horror of all time. Texas Chainsaw Massacre, the original, same scenario. The second one was good, but after that they kind of just fell apart, and they have a prequel of Texas Chainsaw Massacre coming out called Leatherface, so I'm definitely going to be checking that out. Also, the first Halloween with Jamie Lee Curtis, love that movie. It's definitely worthy of number one, but I definitely like what I picked for number one. Let's see, also there is The Conjuring that came out just a few years ago, and the second one as well is good, but not worthy of top 10 list, I think. But the first Conjuring definitely is worth being on a list up there somewhere because that's a great horror movie. Also, Kingdom of the Spiders. That movie affected me. I used to love insects altogether. I used to, when I was just a little kid, I had a laboratory set up in my basement and used to collect insects, including spiders, and like pin them up on the wall and study them and with a microscope and all that good stuff. Until I watched Kingdom of the Spiders, then I was kind of out of the spider deal, and now I'm not going to say I'm terrified of them, but they just give me the heebie-jeebies. They give me the willies. But anyway, those are my honorable mentions that almost made the list and almost made number one, a few of them. But let's get to the review of Jaws. Now, the reason why I wanted to do a top 10 horror list is because it is coming out next week, and I'm definitely going to be seeing it, and you will definitely be getting a review for it next weekend. So look forward to that. But Jaws. Now, I used to love the beach, going swimming in lakes and stuff like that, just any body of water. I mean, you can ask my parents, I was just a fish in the water. I loved the water. I loved the ocean. I had no problems with it. Then I saw Jaws, and now I won't get further than waist deep. And I'm hesitant to even do that now. Because that movie really affected me, and it really affected millions of people, if not billions of people. Anybody who watches that movie is affected about going into the water. Of course, people that live near the water probably don't get as affected as some because they're just used to it, but us country boys, if you watch Jaws, you definitely don't want to travel to the ocean and just start swimming in the ocean and become food for these things that live out there. Like I've said in my 47 Meters Down review, I just don't understand how people go out into the ocean and become food. I just never have understood that. We are definitely high on the food chain on land, but then you go out in the ocean and you just become drastically to the bottom. And I just don't get it. But anyway, that's what people like to do. It's not going to be my cup of tea ever. You'll never find me swimming out in the ocean unless I'm in a safe, protected area. And that's because of Jaws. Now, people are going to say, Jaws isn't a horror movie. It's a monster movie, or it's a drama with a shark in it, which is totally untrue. This is absolutely a horror movie, and it's the best horror movie because it will affect you, and it has been proven to affect people over time. Still to this day, it still holds up. Even though the shark is unrealistic as all get out, we were going to see more of it. Originally, here's a little tidbit for you, that originally there was more of Bruce the Shark in the original Jaws. And they had a lot of mechanical problems with it, and it was falling apart in the water, wasn't working right, shots weren't coming out right. So that's why we have the barrels. The barrels are because of Bruce the shark not functioning correctly in the water, which I'm glad of that, because in my opinion, especially in horror movies, less is more. But the scenes that we do get of Jaws, even though he looks fake, it is still realistic. The first 10 minutes of the movie is my most intense horror scene in film history, because it still makes me cringe. I'll fast forward through it now. I'll just because I watch Jaws on a regular basis, like once a year, because it's definitely in my top 10 movies of all time. Actually, all my number ones will be in my top 10s of all time. But anyway, but I'll fast forward through that scene, and I'm kind of wincy on the whole kid on a floaty thing and just coming up and just killing that kid is just, I couldn't believe it when I first saw it. I mean, I was just like terrified, just absolutely terrified. And then of course, you get the scene at the end with Quint getting eaten by Jaws, and that scene and him just crunching down on him and him yelling and screaming and blood squirting out of his mouth. I mean, it's just a horrific thought to be eaten by something, and we're sitting here watching it on film, and it's just, oh man, just it's an awesome movie. And that's another reason why I love this movie, and it's one of the best films ever created, because it has the best characters of any film, best character development. You fall in love with Chief Brody and Roy Schneider's character. His name escapes me right now, but and Quint, and them all coming together and being on this little boat and thinking that, oh, we're just going to go out here and catch a shark. Oh, I catch sharks all the time, this is no big deal. Then you're going to need a bigger boat. I mean, just classic, just awesome movie, just awesome scenes. And it's not just the shark and the shark attacks that make it great. It's just the character development, and their chemistry together just really works well. And they're all singing on the boat and showing each other scars and stuff like that. It's just a real awesome scene. And another factoid, Quinn was really drunk and really drinking during that scene. And so it's all, genuine acting, and probably not even acting. They were probably just really just sitting there and they just filmed them. But there's another scene that I want to give out another factoid to, is there's a scene on the boat when it's getting real quiet, and they're wondering, the barrels have just gone down and they're wondering, where is he? And a meteor comes shooting down behind Chief Brody's head. And a lot of people for the longest time thought that was like a special effect or whatever. But no, that was an actual real meteor, and there was actual discussion about taking it out. But, Steven Spielberg decided to keep it in there because it was awesome. And it's still to this day awesome. And I think there's another scene where another one shoots by. But any scenes that you see meteors in the background in the sky, they're real. There was an actual meteor shower during the filming of this movie. But anyway, just a little factoid. But hey guys, that is my number one. Many reasons why I love the film, and I guarantee you it's number one in one of your lists. Just awesome movie, the best horror ever. It can affect you. It can, in any movie that can do that is a great film. And that's why all of these films have been on my list, because they all have affected me in some kind of way, shape, or form. But anyway, what do you think of Jaws? Is it on a top 10 list of yours? Guys, let me know in the comments below. And also, I'm going to be doing more top 10s starting Monday. And I'm kind of up in the air on what I want to do. Do I want to do comedy, science fiction, sci-fi, horror, Stephen King list? Guys, let me know in the comments below what you want me to do, because I'm going to be throughout the weekend. I'm just going to be pounding my brain about what's coming next, and I've got multiple lists that I'm going to do throughout the rest of the year, and I'm excited about doing them. I've had a lot of fun doing them, and I appreciate all the support, all the views and the likes and the comments. Guys, I'm just having a blast doing it, and I really hope that you're having a blast watching it, because I've got more to come. If I get more subscribers and more views and more comments rolling and stuff, and I think this is actually a venture that's worthy of putting some money into it. I definitely plan at the beginning of the year, and we'll see where I'm at with subscribers and views, and how much fun I've had doing it, and how much positive response I've gotten from you guys. And I might take it to the next level starting next year. But it's really up to you guys. Right now I'm at 21 subscribers, almost getting ready to hit 500 views, and I never believed I'd have that many. And it's a low number, yes, it's very minuscule, but it grows. I've only been doing it for about 10 weeks, I think, and just the positive response I've gotten back from it has just been awesome. So guys, I really appreciate it, and I just hope you're having fun watching me, because I'm just having fun talking to you. So anyway, remember guys, like and subscribe to my channel. Share my videos with your friends. Talk about it. Let me know. Get some people on board, and because I want some responses. I want to know what I'm doing wrong and what I'm doing right. I know I'm not the best, and I've actually got some new lights up in here. I don't know if you can tell, but I'm trying to step it up a little bit, and trying to get my vocabulary back online, and try not to look around as much. But this is a process. It's hard to film yourself, and if you don't believe me, try doing what I'm doing. I go through multiple videos before you guys actually see the final product. So I try to correct my mistakes that I make in previous videos, and really I just want you guys to have fun, and hopefully you're getting a giggle out of me, and just if you want to do something that makes you feel good and make you feel happy, just remember, the only thing stopping you is you stopping. Bam!